Hey guys, I am excited to tell you that I had a huge meal last night that was off the ketogenic diet. Kind of. I did knock myself out of ketosis, I'm pretty sure last night, but I feel amazing today, and that's something that I do want to share. So I get a lot of questions about when do you eat carbs, what kind of carbs, how does your body respond to it, when should I have carbs? Again, I am not a nutritionist or a dietitian. I am literally just doing the ketogenic diet through my doctors and dietitians that I have previously worked with, and have just found that this diet works really well for me. So when it comes to carbs, I'm still kind of scared to play around with them a little bit. I like to just wait until I can't avoid those carbs, have a carb day, and I've got to learn to just not feel guilty about it. And the way that your body's gonna respond to carbs, my body might respond completely different. And that's one thing I learned is from 7 months of being on diet and going into keto and then coming off of it for a little bit, going back onto carbs showed me how awful my body felt, whether it was bloating or gas or acne. Like, that stuff's not normal. Whether it could be like a food sensitivity, which I'm thinking that's it for me, but when I'm on keto, my body feels fantastic. So I avoid the carbs for as long as possible. So what I want to real quick touch on is making sure that you're fat adapted. So when your body's going through this process of switching over to being fat adapted, your body's adjusting, whether it's like your gut or how it just transitioning from running on sugars to ketones. It's got to make an adjustment, and you got to get your body fat adapted where it prefers to burn fat rather than sugars. So I noticed last time that I ate a couple pizza slices. I'm 2 months into it, and I was already producing ketones within like 12 to 13 hours after having pizza, which was really exciting for me. So I know I'm fat adapted. So now this means my body prefers to burn fat as fuel. So this way I can kind of have my carbs, but switch right back over to burning ketones. I've only had a few carb ups, 2 nights that included having a couple drinks. But last night I was really excited because we went to dinner with some friends, and I was debating like, okay, I'm gonna just have to give up the diet tonight. The food's too good. Let's just chalk it up as a cheat day. I ended up actually sticking towards the ketogenic diet, but changing my macros a little bit. So what I wanted to try was a protein up. Now, what is a protein up? Honestly, I heard it on this podcast that I was listening to, and I'm like, that sounds amazing. I have to try it. The body is able to actually create glucose. You need glucose. I know that we are removing carbohydrates from our diet, but your body has the ability to create it through, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's called gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis, yes. So body is able to create glucose from the proteins that you eat. That's why on the ketogenic diet, proteins are moderate to low. And I decided to just go all out, as much protein as I wanted, all the fatty kinds, and I loved it. So by the time that I was done ordering like the 15 plates that we ordered, yes, my stomach felt as if I ate a lot, but it didn't hurt. I didn't feel bloated. I didn't get that like awful coma feeling afterwards. I enjoyed eating it, and then I felt great afterwards. And then I also woke up this morning. My trend happens to be like waking up, I'm dehydrated, I feel like crap, I feel foggy. This morning I felt great. I had a little bit of water when I woke up. I really wasn't dehydrated though. I slept really well. Went to the gym, and I'm gonna test my ketones in a little bit. So to me, it's just, there's a way to kind of binge a little bit and then not have the repercussions of all that processed food where you get the bloating and the gas and the coma feeling, and kind of sacrificing, like what I feel like I'm sacrificing all my hard work of being keto strict to just blowing it on whether it's the pizza, which I know we all love, or the desserts and things like that. Where I ate so much red meat last night, which was amazing, I enjoyed myself, and then I didn't feel like absolute crap today. So protein up is something, again, like I said, I came along in the podcast, and I thought about it, wanted to try it just to see how my body responds, and I feel great. So it's just something I wanted to share. Again, don't overthink this whole ketogenic diet thing. And I know that's like the big part that everyone keeps asking, are like these little questions that honestly, if you're dieting and your body feels good, then don't fix what's not broken. Hit the macros, high fat percentages, low carbohydrates, moderate protein, and just enjoy it. If everything feels good, keep going with it. If something is a little off or you're plateauing, it could be levels of stress, cortisol. It could be parts of your environment that you need to adjust so that your body is responding correctly. It could be the dairy, it could be the amounts of protein. So adjust accordingly when you notice that something's wrong. But if you're hitting the macros and you're eating the right foods, then you're set. Don't worry about it. All right, testing blood ketone levels today. Whoop. Yeah, 0.6. That's actually really exciting because I didn't really think I was gonna register that high. So this is just something I wanted to share, that maybe if you don't wanna add the carbs, which if it works for you, keep going with it. Some people do it every few days. Some people do it once a week. Some people wanna hold off for as long as they can until they want to have them, which is what I do. So maybe give this a try where you do higher levels of protein so that you don't get that response if you respond poorly to including carbs again in your diet. It worked for me. It's something that I'm gonna consider continuing to do in the future rather than giving into all the processed food that destroys my body the next day. So just something I wanted to share with you guys, but I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you then.